Hello, welcome to my channel and a really warm welcome if this is your first time to my channel. A quick introduction, my name is Gemma and I live in Ireland with my husband and our 2.5-year-old son called Oscar. If you are not new here, welcome back. I have been away for quite some time and I am so sorry. I've been getting so many messages from you guys, checking that I'm okay, asking when I'll be back, and it's been so lovely to have your support. And as you watch this video, I hope it explains why I've been away. I think I've been away now for around 2 months. I don't think I've made a YouTube video for about 2 months, and in all honesty, it's taken me a long time to make this video. I have asked friends and family when to make it, what to say, how honest to be. It's taken me a long time to be well enough to make it, but the big news is that I am pregnant. So that is why I have taken some time away from YouTube and making videos, mainly because I have been so sick. So we found out we were pregnant in early October of last year, and we found out a week before I was taking my husband away to New York for his 40th birthday. And by the time I came back from that, we were there for 5 days, from that 5-day trip, I was really unwell. I was okay while we were there, a little bit kind of feeling a little bit not myself. There's a couple of times when I had to kind of stand on the edge of a street thinking, was I going to be that person being sick on a street? I wasn't really very well on the plane home or in the car journey home, and then it all went really downhill really fast. So I got really sick really soon into the pregnancy. I was only about 4 or 5 weeks and I was just completely crippled by it. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't keep anything down. I ended up in hospital having fluids, and it was just a really hard time, and I was struggling to look after my son. As you know, if you are a current subscriber to my channel, I'm a stay-at-home mum to my 2.5-year-old son, and I don't have any other childcare. I also don't have any family close by that I can rely on, nobody like on the doorstep, and so something had to give because I was just so ill. So I had to stop making my YouTube videos. So I'm sorry about that, and I know so many of you were disappointed, and I'm really sorry to anybody who has emailed me or sent me a DM over on Instagram. I know my comments are still blocked over here on YouTube, but I'm really sorry if I didn't get back to you, but I have just been so unwell. So as a little brief kind of rundown, I don't want this video to be too long, I just want it to kind of be I'm back and why I was away. But so we found out in October that we were pregnant. As I said, I got really sick, and then we decided to book ourselves a early scan. The reason for this was last year we actually lost 2 babies, and it was devastating, as all pregnancy loss is. They were quite early on in the first trimester, but it doesn't really discount how you feel when you lose a baby after knowing that you're pregnant. And it took us a very long time to get pregnant again, and I went through lots of tests. And so then when I did find out I was pregnant, I was incredibly anxious for many weeks, and actually I am still very anxious now because of having 2 miscarriages. And so we booked in for an early scan because I was so unwell as well. It was like, I was sick with my first son, but this was another level. This was not keeping any food or drink down. This was having to be horizontal all the time, exhausted all the time, and so early on in the pregnancy. So I just started to think something was up. Something was different in this pregnancy. Lots of people were telling me, or maybe it's a girl, you know. They produce more hormones, so that was kind of maybe making me think, okay, maybe this is normal, lots of people go through it. But anyway, we booked an early scan at 10 weeks, and we have a little clip that my husband sneakily took in that scan, which I will insert in a minute. But yes, we had the 10-week scan, and we went into that just hoping to see a healthy baby. with a heartbeat and that everything was okay, and hopefully to alleviate any fears that we had that we would lose this baby. So I'm just going to insert the clip now, which probably will help to explain why I've been away for so long.
Bladder's not completely full. This is 3 babies.
Oh.
So yes, you heard that right. We went in and the sonographer took out the Doppler, put it on my belly and showed us the screen, and immediately 2 little heads popped up. And I don't know quite how I reacted. I think I screamed and said, "Oh my goodness, is that 2 babies?" She then quickly took the Doppler off, and I was just looking at her, looking at my husband. Oscar was actually in the room with us as well. And I was just saying to them, "Was that 2 babies? Was that 2 babies?" And then she kind of said, "Right, let's just have a look," like kind of I think, "Calm down here. Let's just have another look." She told me later that there is a thing that can happen with the Doppler called mirroring, where the Doppler can actually kind of mirror a fetus and make it look like there's 2, even if there's not. So that's what she told me afterwards, which is why she was so cautious while she was doing it. So anyway, she put the Doppler back on, rolled around, and in the clip that you just saw, told us that we weren't just having 1 baby, nor were we having 2, but we had 3 babies. And as you saw from the reaction just before she told us we weren't allowed to film, we were absolutely astounded, as I think anybody would be. We were just hoping for 1 really healthy baby, and we have ended up with 3, and it is just such a blessing having miscarriages last year to end the year pregnant with triplets. Is just mind-blowing, basically. So it kind of explained why I had been so sick, and it makes me laugh because I went to my doctor and saw the nurse, and I told her I was so sick and was there anything I could take or do, and she kind of said, "Oh, you know, I was a little bit sick with my first and I just drank ginger tea and had ginger biscuits." And I was just thinking to myself, no, that's not even going to get close to how sick I am. But it all made sense after we had that 10-week scan that there was 3 babies. So I will show you our scan pictures. So here is baby A. Here is baby B. They are identical twins sharing the same sac. So they kind of look like the same baby, but that is actually 2 there, but they're in the same sac, as you can see, this one here. And then our 3rd baby is down here in their own sac, so they're a singleton. And then here you can just see their 3 little heads. So we've got the 2 in 1 sac, gestational sac that is. They're actually in their own amniotic sac, which is really good because it means they're not, they're kind of separated by a membrane. But yeah, they're identical twins, and then we have a little singleton there as well. So that is our 3 babies. As you all know, I am in classed as very high risk, and is a reason why I have put off making this video. I have been terrified to make this video, and I've been saying to family who've been like, "Oh, you know, when are you going to make a YouTube video again?" I don't want to make a video saying that I'm pregnant with triplets and then have to make a video if anything was to go wrong. So it really puts me in a really vulnerable situation, and how much to share and how much to hold back. But this YouTube channel is a support network for me. You guys have supported me over the last 2 years. If you've been here that long, you have allowed me to stay at home with my son, and if this YouTube channel can continue, you will allow me to stay at home with my 4 children just by watching my videos. So I really thank you for your support, and to show my thanks, I'm making this video and I'm trying to be as open and honest and vulnerable as I possibly can without crying. But yeah, that's the situation we're in. I'm currently 18 weeks pregnant, and everything so far is going really well. Like I say, it's a very high risk pregnancy. I'm currently being scanned every 2 weeks, and that in a couple of weeks will go down to every week. And if there is any issues, then I can be hospitalized on bed rest and be continually, you know, scanned 3 times a week or whatever needs to happen. I've got a fantastic team. I'm so very lucky to be in Ireland with this happening. We have a really fantastic multiples unit in our local hospital with experts in multiple births, and they are taking really good care of me. But it doesn't take away from the fact that every day I'm terrified. As we go further along, there's different worries about financial things, about how we're just going to cope, how my relationship with my husband is going to cope with this situation, how on earth you deal with 3 newborns, the fact that they are going to be born prematurely. My consultant has told me that they will not go past 34 weeks because at that point they are safer out than in and they can do more for them. So they are going to be premature babies. We don't know how premature. They are going to spend time in intensive care. We obviously have our toddler, so I'm worried about him. As you know, if you have more than one child, just introducing another child into the family is massive for the child that was already there. But for Oscar to have 3 new children coming into his family this year, it is a huge year for him. And I'm in a situation where I need to protect him, make him as secure as he possibly can. On top of all of that, we have just bought a house, and at some point over this pregnancy we are going to be moving. So there's a lot of change and a lot of things happening and a lot of unknown things. And if you know me, or if you've kind of got the gist of what I'm like, very organized person, and I don't like surprises. I like to plan, and I am in a situation this year where I can't do any of that, and there's so many things that are unknown. So with regards to my YouTube channel, I'm going to continue to make videos. I don't quite know the direction I'm going to go in. I would love to hear what you would like to see. Again, my comments are blocked, which is really frustrating, but if you have Instagram, head over to my Instagram at The Way We Play, and I will put up a post there and I'll put in my stories, and I'd love to hear the things that you want to see from me. Obviously, I can't guarantee my weekly upload as I was doing, but I will do it as much as I possibly can. For me, I really want to focus this year on respectful parenting. A lot of what I've done previously is about Montessori and play, but going through this has made me realize that respectful parenting is not common, not what everybody does, not probably how most of us were brought up. And that sounds ridiculous when you think about what our parents didn't respect us, but there are so many intricacies in it, and the fact that I've had to have Oscar looked after by different people has made me realize that there is some things in respectful parenting that I take for granted, that it's just what I do, and I would love to make some videos about that, and some really good reading that you can do if it's something that you want to follow. But it really goes hand in hand with Montessori and allowing the child to be independent, allowing choice, allowing freedom. So they both really go together, and I think a lot of people have struggled. I get messages from people who kind of take something that I've shown in a Montessori video and tell me it's not working, but really it's about the bigger picture and how we parent as well. And that's why Montessori works so well for us, because the way we parent and the way the toys we select and the way we allow him to have choice all goes hand in hand. So for me, that's something I would really like to make videos about. If you are interested in pregnancy videos, I'm really happy to make those. I have personally been searching YouTube for other people who have triplets, and you know, there's so many questions that you want to ask when you're pregnant, and as you can imagine, when you're pregnant with triplets, there's so many things that you want to know about and get sorted in your head, even down to like, what buggy are we going to have? What car is going to fit 4 Isofix seats in? You know, and then also the intricacies of just having a pregnancy with 3 babies. So I'd really like to do videos like that to support anybody else who's in the situation like I am. But for now, I think that's probably all I'll say, and I'll leave it at that. I will be filming another video today while I'm feeling well to go up the following week. and I will, like I say, I will try to be here as much as possible, but I hope you understand the situation that we're in, and I will try to keep you as informed as possible and upload as much as possible. But yeah, thank you for all of your support. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for commenting, liking, heading over to my Instagram and following me there. It just means the world to me, and it means even more now because we're going to be the parents of 4 children. And yeah, I'm just so pleased that I have this YouTube channel and that it is allowing me to do this. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you really soon. Bye guys.